So today we have an Audi 1800 turbo, 5-valve version, you can see, and we're doing a timing belt. Already put it in service mode. You can find enough videos on YouTube how to do that. Some bolts here and there. Then you can slide the whole thing back with the radiators still attached. And then had some trouble finding the right timing belt kit and the right water pump. You can see I've already done the water pump. Pretty easy, just loosen the pulley for the oil pump. Pretty easy. It's 27 Newton meters, by the way, to put the pulley back on. You can just block it. You can put a screwdriver, one of the holes, and block it against a bolt in the block, and then loosen it or tighten it, whatever you want to do. So had some difficulty trying to find the right timing belt kit. I'll post the right kit and the link for this engine. It's an engine code AEB, and still there were some issues to find it with the engine code, so I had to order 3 kits. Eventually had the right one, the one with a tensioner without a lip, just 1-2 bolts, and third one is for the idler roller. You can see over here. Yep, all new. So what was the second remark? Well, you can put the engine on top of that center, and over here I marked it with some paint, but it's, of course, it's silver paint, so yeah, you can't really see it. Didn't have white paint, but yeah, typical Steven, typical me. So now we can see it, I think. Hup, this needs to line up with this hole. Just doing that, pretty good. And then you can see the crankshaft pulley. Wait, I have to check my screen. Yep, the crankshaft pulley has no indication or marks on the pulley itself. Only on when you put on the bigger pulley for the alternator belt. Then you can check your timing. But when you do that, you have to put on the lid, the cover, and the lower part of the cover, as you can see, has this as you can see, yeah, you can see it has this arrow right here. And when you take a look at the pulley, oh, there it is. Well, the pulley has a little mark on this side, I think. Yeah, right over here. So here, if you can, god damn it, screen keeps falling out. Yeah, right over here. So can you see it? Right over at my finger, a little hole, little slot. So this needs to line up with the arrow on the cover. But when your belt is a little bit old, stretched, like mine was, then you will see, and you don't need to panic, because I didn't see this in other videos. It's kind of strange. You see now, if you can see it now, this was like mine when I took it apart. So the slot doesn't line up, is a bit more to the right than the arrow, but the camshaft pulley was lining up perfectly. So why are all these YouTubers complaining about not trusting the marks on these ones and blah blah? It's easy. The belt just stretched a little bit, that's all. You don't need to look for other things. And yeah, as you can see, I just put stick or an extension, whatever, put in slowly inside the hole of the first cylinder, and when you touch it, you take 2 fingers on a stick and the other fingers on your engine block. So when you go up and down, as I'm gonna show right now, we go up and down. Let me lick you up and down. Yep. So when you go forwards, so you're turning back the engine, which you can never, but it's a little bit, you can never do that because it's not good for the piston rings, of course. But you can see it's falling a bit, and you can really feel it. Look, you can almost not see it moving. Little bit. Now it's falling down again. Now it's going up a bit. But when you take it with 2 fingers against the block, you can almost perfectly say, yes, this is top dead center. It's so fine. When you go slowly, this is top dead center. So I made a painting mark before I took it apart, before I took off the belt, and as you will see now, I hope, just the camera a bit, I think. Yep. As you will see now, a bit stronger. Yep. Don't know if you can see it. I think so. The painting mark on the crankshaft sprocket is a little bit to the left of the mark on the engine block. The mark on the engine block is here. Mark on the crankshaft sprocket is over here. So I went back a little bit. What does that mean? Well, that means that, yeah, this has moved from this to this, and it will line up perfectly, and the engine will run much better. This will be like maybe 10 horsepower, I don't know. So as you can see, it will line up perfectly, and I'll show you when it's mounted, when the belt is on. I'll show you in the next part. So there you go. That's something I noticed watching a bit of videos about these engines, and yeah, found some good info, but that was the main thing that was missing. People not trusting the alignments, the markings. Well, why wouldn't you trust them? They have to line up perfectly. It's Audi says it has to be on top dead center at that point, so it needs to be there. You can check all you want, but one thing is sure, the difference will never be